Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about Jermall Charlo and the things that come out of his mouth. And yeah, I'm literally just going to jump right into this. So apparently, Jermall Charlo, the bigger of the two Charlo brothers, is literally talking about he wants to fight Terence Crawford, as if there isn't a whole slew of opponents who are literally calling this man out by name that he's just going to bypass. Why is Terence Crawford getting under your skin so much? So on this channel, I try to be as fair as I possibly can. And thank you to all of you who've credited me for this. And that was always my intention from the beginning. Where to give everybody a fair shake, to give everybody an equal and fair space to have their own respect. That being said, for Jermall Charlo to even consider fighting Terence Crawford, it should be a shame. I mean, I don't know what the man's thinking. You're gonna vacate a title, basically, because for you to meet him, you're definitely gonna have to take some time away just to cut weight, so you two can meet at 54. You're gonna vacate a title. That's number one. Then you're gonna hold on. First, you're going to ignore all these people who keep calling you out by name. Jaime Munguia, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, who else? Demetrius Andrade, and there's more. What about when Daniel Jacobs ran up on him and, he did nothing. He said nothing. Here's my thing with Jermall Charlo. When I look at Jermall Charlo, I see an individual who has a clear, set path, career-wise, and he can see where he's going. He can project, and he is making those things happen. When I look at Jermall Charlo, I don't know what this man is thinking. I don't know where this man is going, and I don't know where he wants to go. It just seems like he wants to be stagnant in time. It could be the fact that they're twins and maybe there's just this thing between them. And, maybe he doesn't mind being in the shadow of his brother. I don't know. I really don't know. Many times on this channel, I have credited him with unbelievable skills. I personally believe that he is more skilled than his brother at 154. I think he is the more skilled of the two brothers. However, when it comes to the confidence level, not even close. Not even close. I don't know why he's not that confident. He can say whatever he likes. He says, David Benavidez isn't the Mexican monster. If he's not the Mexican monster, okay, then fine. If he's not Godzilla, you be King Kong and put him out. Simple as that. Jaime Munguia is the baby of the pack, and he's calling you out. He's the baby of the pack, all right? He's the baby of the pack. He's fresh, brand new. He's calling you out, and you haven't said anything to that. Demetrius Andrade has been calling you out for about 5 years solid, and you haven't said anything to that. Come on. I get it. Yeah, we all want the big... Listen, everybody wants the big fights. You want Canelo. You want Triple G, obviously. But the reality is, if you're not going to get those, move on with your life. Literally, move on. You're starting to look like a clingy ex-girlfriend or something like that, constantly calling out Canelo. Move on with your life. Seriously, move on with your life. And the reality is, I've said this several times, I guess I'll say it again. If you take out all the competition, where else does Canelo have to go but through you if you've taken them all out? If you take out number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and it's just you left, when he comes back around, it's going to be like, oh, I got to deal with that guy. Yeah, you do, because everybody else is gone. If you take care of that, if you take care of number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, we the people will get Canelo in the ring with you. We'll be like, hey, we don't want to see you fight at 175. We don't want to see you get your butt kicked, but no, we want to see you fight this guy because he took on David Benavidez. He took on Jaime Munguia. He took on Demetrius Andrade. He took on Caleb Plant. He took on these guys, and he beat them. All you got to do is beat those guys. You will get the money fights. You will get the life-changing, altering, next level in money itself fight. But you want to fight Terence Bud Crawford. You want to go down in weight. You want to relinquish a title. And what is there to prove? What do you gain from fighting Terence Crawford? You gain respect? No. Terence Crawford was fighting at 140 pounds. No, you don't gain respect. You lose respect. You will lose respect. I am your consumer. Fighting Words family, we are your consumer. Bro, you will lose respect if you go and fight Terence Bud Crawford. So let's just say if this were to happen, because Terence Crawford has said several times he would like to fight Charlo. Okay. And I guess at this point it doesn't matter which one, they look alike, so fine. He can go on down and he can look like the other one at 154, I guess. And here's the thing. When it comes to Bud Crawford, when he says things, I believe him, because every time he says something, he follows up. So he has a history of keeping his word. So when he says something, I believe him. Can he go up to 154 and fight? Yes, he can. Will he be competitive? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Listen, Floyd Mayweather isn't nothing but well, at the time, it was like 130, he was 135er fighting at 140, fighting at 142, fighting at 147. But at his core, he was always the smaller guy. The only guy he's ever been bigger than was Pacquiao, which, by the way, is like a 130 pounder who just went up. So can Terence Crawford go up and be competitive? Absolutely. That's not the question. The question is, why would you want to come down all these weight classes to try to compete? Why? The only thing that I can think of is, and I hate to use the word, to duck some competition. I've never used that word on this channel. And I always told myself, I'm not going to be that guy. I always told myself, there's more than enough boxing YouTube channels where all they do is talk trash. All they do is put down fighters, and all they do is say, this dude's ducking this dude, and he's scared. I've always said I would never be that guy. But when you give me this much to work with, when you give me years of people calling you out and you don't respond, when you give me even the thought that you want to go down a few weight classes to fight a guy who fought at 140, you're giving me nothing but ammunition to use that word. And I don't want to call anybody a duck, but bro, it looks like you're ducking your whole division. Like your whole division. It looks like you're ducking your whole division. Don't you dare talk about Canelo ducking somebody, and you're about to duck your whole division. Technically, we can't call Canelo a duck. We can't say he's ducking people, because Canelo's fighting people that he know he ain't gonna be. He's not gonna win against. He ain't no way he's gonna beat Bivol. There's no way he's beating Better Beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we got to give him credit because it's like, yo, he's willing to go out there and fight that monster? Can't say that's a duck. I'm sorry. If he's going to a definite butt kicking, I can't say that's a duck. Insane? Maybe, but not a duck. You, on the other hand, this looks like an official duck of your entire division. Of your entire division. You mean to tell me Jaime Munguia calls you out? David Benavidez calls you out. Demetrius Andrade calls you out. Caleb Plant calls you out. And you're okay with that. But forbid if Terence Bud Crawford, who was the champion at 140 pounds, calls you out. Oh, those are fighting words. Like, are you kidding me? Dudes, those are not fighting words. That's the type of stuff that you just let roll off your sleeve. Are you really going to entertain that? Not to mention you have a brother who looks exactly like you, who could actually take care of that business for you. But let's not forget, this is not Jermall Charlo's business. This is Jermall Charlo's business. Terence Bud Crawford said he wanted Jermall Charlo, not Jermall Charlo. So again, it kind of looks like you're kind of like trying to alleviate yourself from some fights, because he never called you out. He never said your name. Why did you say his name? Now, I guess you're going to make the argument because that's my brother. Your brother is a undisputed champion. You think he needs you to fight his battles at 154 pounds? Do you really think he needs you to fight his battles? Get out of here, dude. He doesn't need you to fight his battles. He doesn't. It just looks like you want to fight his battle so you can have a legitimate reason to go the other way from your division. But it's the worst reason in the world. Oh, this guy at 140 pounds called out my brother. I'm going to go and strike terror and vengeance for my brother, who could easily fight him himself and probably would win because he's bigger and stronger. But, you know, I need to come down a few weight classes to fight him in his stead. That doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. You know, I hope you are in some weird sense of the way joking. And I hope you don't go down to fight Terence Bud Crawford. Listen, that's not going to be a cool look. I don't know if you do that, if you'll ever get the respect from the people. I got to be honest with you. Like, there's going to be a whole lot of question marks when you go down in history. When you retire, if you do something like this. You need to go the other way. You need to stay where you're at, and you need to deal with the people who are in your division. Stop calling out Canelo's name every 13 minutes. Stop calling out Triple G. Triple G is old. Triple G is not going to fight you. Period. That's the last thing he's thinking about. Period. He ain't going to fight you. Canelo don't care about you. Like, I'm just saying, Canelo's not going to entertain a fight with you. The only way he entertains a fight with you is if you force him into a fight with you. The only way to do that is to snipe the competition. If you snipe the competition, there's no one left. It's just you. And if it's you, he's got no other choice. Because guess what? We the people will speak. We the people will call him out. We the people will say, no, we want this fight. We don't care about, you at 75. We want this fight. We're not going to go and invest in this fight. We're not going to pay the pay-per-view for this fight. We want this fight. But don't you dare sit there and say, I got to defend my brother. Not cool, dude. Not cool. You have a whole division that we have been waiting to see you fight, and you still haven't done anything. What do you want for your career? That's a question that I'm going to leave for you, buddy. What do you want for your career? How do you want your career to look when it's all said and done? Sorry I had to go on that tangent. If you like what you're hearing, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel, and drop your comments down below. Do you think it's absolutely ludicrous that Jermall Charlo would even entertain the thought of going down to 154 pounds to fight Terence Bud Crawford? Does it look like a duck to you from his division if he goes down to fight Terence Bud Crawford? And just why? Drop your comments down below.